Hey everyone, it's Johnny McKenzie here, one of the founders of Bustle, and tonight I'm going to be showing you the new clock in clock out functionality, which we call Bustle Staffing. Now, Bustle Staffing started off trying to basically address the number one feature you were asking for, which is clock in clock out. But what we realized quite quickly is, of course, to do clock in clock out, we need to kind of know why people are clocking in the first place, and afterwards, what are you going to do with that information, known as timesheets. So we've ended up building a complete sort of product, which is rostering, clock in, clock out, timesheets, and the final bit is approval, so you can easily download it and send it off to your payroll system. Key thing I'd like to point out with this is if you start to use this product well and put in all the information, this should start to give you a much better insight into your operational costs, because you're going to have staff costs, you've got invoices and recipes going with stock take control. You can get your operational costs in there with the Did I Make Money tool, which gives you nearly the full 100% pie to understand how the week's looking, if you're in the green or the red, or how things are tracking. And that way you can set your goals appropriately. To begin with, we're starting at the new area called staffing over here, which will be new if you sort of sign up to this. And you'll notice that emoji login is probably something kind of familiar to you all, but things have sort of changed quite dramatically. So what I wanted to point out from this page is the new email functionality. This is so that we can send your staff members their rosters. So it's quite important we get that, and we have a little confirmation to make sure that email is correct. Basically, it sends them an email, they have to confirm in a way it comes back. And we also have that hourly wage down the bottom there, sorry. And of course, some of you might be concerned about security. This is all based on types of logins that you have, if you can see this data or not. Over in shifts is basically where we build our rosters out. So you can see like start and end times where I can click on and I can change the name, or if I need to do a new, drag and drop, and away we go. Once a roster's done, we can publish it. This is what your staff will see. So they get a link to this live roster, which you could print out if you wanted to, but the key thing is they can go and tap on their name and just sort of and filter it based on what they've got to see for the day, etc., and go back to the all. Also, what we've built is when it comes to the building the roster for next week, you can jump across and you can easily copy last week's roster, or you could choose from one of the other previous week's rosters to make it a little bit faster. So there we go, one click of the button and we're up and ready to go for the week. In timesheets, here we've got, once people have clocked in and clocked out for the week, they start to appear in what we call review. You can pop in and just check that, yep, Harry did do that time and happy with it, happy with it, and happy with it. And once you've got a complete timesheet, you're ready to coming on down, all is looking good. You can hit to the payroll viewpoint, and there we are. It's a summary so that we can download that and send it off to your payroll system by just hitting lock and then the export button. That is it in a snapshot. I know there's probably a lot of information you might want to gain from watching some of our other videos where we deep dive into how to use each of those products individually, including how to use the clock in, clock out functionality on the till itself.